Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News from TayNinhTV radio and television station. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development just organized the online conference under the chair of Prime Minister Nguyễn Xuân Phúc in Hanoi to sum up the activities in 2019 and implement the tasks of 2020. Attending point, there are Mr. Nguyễn Minh Tân, Deputy Standing Secretary of Provincial Party Committee, Mr. Trần Văn Chiến, Vice Chairman of Provincial People Committee, Mr. Võ Đức Trong, Director of Provincial Department of Agriculture and Rural Development.
In 2019, Vietnam agricultural sector continues to effectively carry out the scheme plan of comprehensive and synchronous sector restructuring with the main point, operation in accordance with market mechanism. New science technology application have been the main driving force to create added value and renovate growth model. As a result, the whole sector has completed and surpassed 3/4 targets. By 2020, it will strive to increase its GDP from 2.8 to 3%, the growth rate of agricultural, forestry and fishery production value from 2.9 to 3.05%, agricultural, forestry and fishery export turnover of over 42 billion US dollars, the rate of forest cover of 42%, the percentage of new rural standard style commutes of 59%. Meanwhile, at least 121 district level units achieve standard and fulfill the task of new rural construction. The rate of rural households that use hygienic water reached 96% and newly established 2,000 agricultural cooperatives. Speaking at the conference, Prime Minister Nguyễn Xuân Phúc stressed that in 2020, the Ministry of Agricultural and Rural Development, along with provinces and cities, need to continuously restructure agricultural attack with renovation of role model and new rural construction. At the same time, they should organize the production in the line of value chain with 3 key groups of products, including national mainstay products, province level ones, and LCLP ones. In addition, the provinces and cities should also exploit and well take full advantage of tropical agriculture, build and develop an area specializing in high-quality products with the large scale and ensure the criteria of food safety. Besides that, it needs to connect the agriculture with processing industry between reservation and market, export with global value chain, globally organized between localities in the region, creating breakthrough in quick, sustainable development, as well as many other issues. After 2 years of construction, the Cambodia border model market, located adjacent to Trang Riek Border Gate, Tây Ninh province, has been completed. This is the first border model market funded by the Vietnamese government in order to create favorable conditions, promote trade potentials, and improve the people's lives in the two border provinces of Thabong Khmer and Tây Ninh in particular, as well as neighboring provinces on the border of the two countries in general. Attending the ceremony, there were Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Sen and Vietnamese Deputy Prime Minister Trịnh Đình Dũng. Attending this event on the side of Vietnam, there were also Minister of Industry and Trade Trần Tuấn Anh, as well as leaders of relevant central ministry and departments. On the side of Tây Ninh province, there were Mr. Phạm Văn Tân, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of Provincial People's Committee, and leaders of related provincial departments and agencies. At the ceremony, Mr. Trần Tuấn Anh said that Vietnam and Cambodia are two neighboring countries having a friendship traditional relationship. The cooperation and goods exchange by border residents between the two countries have been formed since previous time, with the target of building and developing trade infrastructure in border areas. At the 12th and 13th sessions of the Vietnam-Cambodia Joint Committee on Economic, Cultural, Scientific and Technical Cooperation 2011-2014, the governments of the two countries agreed that the Vietnamese Ministry of Industry and Trade, coordinating with the Cambodian Trade Ministry, to conduct a study to set up a project of building a border model market of Cambodia. The project has a total investment of more than 2 million US dollars, funded by the Vietnamese government, with a non-refundable capital for the royal government of Cambodia. On that basis, the market was started construction from January 16, 2018 and completed after nearly 2 years of construction. The project is located in Tari Tabungkamum, Special Economic Zone in Da Camille, Memo District, Tabungkamum Province, about 600 meters from Chang Riek main border gate, Vietnam, Da Cambodia, about 20 kilometers from Samat International Border Gate, Tây Ninh. This market has now been completed on a land with the area of nearly 2 hectares. Affirming the long-standing friendship cooperation between the two countries, Deputy Prime Minister Trịnh Đình Dũng said that the trade and economic cooperation between Vietnam and Cambodia got a remarkable role in the last time, and the operation of the market is the more obvious step showing the long-term cooperation between the two countries.
From the early of this year until now, 657 enterprises in the home province have been new established with the registered capital of 10,439 billion Vietnam dong, increasing 16% in comparison with the same period and up 1.4 times the registered capital.
According to the report of Provincial People's Committee, more than 5,680 small and medium-scale enterprises have been operating in province, contributing 30% into the province's total production structure. Particularly, the attraction of foreign investment has well trend when the industrial parks and processing zone have attracted more FDI registered capital of $663 million, increasing more than 98% in comparison with the same period. Accumulatedly, there have been 321 projects of foreign investment in the province, with the total registered capital of over $7.2 billion. In order to create favorable conditions for the development of enterprises, the provincial authorities have directed commercial banks to increase credit loan for enterprises in the province. There have been currently a total of 37 festivals in province, in which 22 are folk ones, 9 are religious ones, 6 revolutionary ones. In 2019, the festival management and organization in province ensured to carry out in accordance with the state regulations, contributing to preserving and improving the traditional culture value, simultaneously popularizing Tây Ninh's image to domestic and foreign visitors. In order to enhance the effectiveness of state management, ensure safety and civilization, leaving a good impression on visitors over the festive activities, especially the Spring Festival of 2020 Tết holiday, the Provincial People's Committee has just issued official document number 282, asking departments, branches, social-political organizations, people's committees of districts and cities to propagandize the value and educational meaning of the festival, to perform civilized lifestyle at monuments and festivals. On the rights and responsibilities of festival participants, responsibility of festival organizing agencies and units, ensure festive activity to be conducted solemnly in accordance with traditional rituals. Besides that, it needs to strengthen the inspection and examination before, during, and after the festival. In addition, the management and organization of the 2020 Padang Mountain Spring Festival should be also well implemented. Not allow the bed as at the ruins. Request business facilities to stagger prices of services and goods, ensure food hygiene and safety, comply with the law on environmental protection in tourism activities and festival organization.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vam Kodam River flows throughout Tây Ninh province with a length of 105 km, dividing Bến Cao district and a part of Trảng Bàng and Châu Thành district with the northeastern area of the province. However, only 4 bridges have been currently laid across this river. The boundary between Tây Ninh and Bình Dương is Sài Gòn River, with a length of around 50 km. But 2 points have currently cleaned Sài Gòn Bridge and Yaoty, making difficulty for traffic, goods transport between two provinces and region. The investment in building ICD rapport is a practical demand.
Through the inspection, the upstream area of Saigon River, the northwest of Ho Chi Minh City, borders with three localities, Ho Chi Minh City, Tây Ninh, and Bình Dương provinces. The sector in Trảng Bàng district, Tây Ninh province, has a advantageous location. It will be a focal area to connect transport modes from road to inland waterway and seaway smoothly. In order to exploit the advantage, transport the flows of domestic commodities, export and transit of southeastern region, the southern major economic area and Cambodia, effectively connect the transport mode, especially creating favorable conditions and effectively exploiting the inland waterway route in Saigon River. After the river's Bình Lợi risks were dismounted, decrease the cost of transport, increase the competitiveness in accordance with the government policy and orientations, and reduce the risks of transport by road. Tây Ninh Provincial People's Committee proposed Ministry of Communications and Transportation to approve for adjusting to extend the inland waterway route of Saigon Bến Xúc to Tây Ninh at Bến Cua Bridge under the General Plan Adjustment of Vietnam Inland Waterway Transport Development until 2020 and orientation to 2030. The supplement of planning the complex of dry port ICD along the banks of Saigon River belong to Tây Ninh Province into the detailed plan of Vietnam dry port system development approved in decision number 1201. It is expected that this ride locates around 8.5 kilometers in the upstream from Bến Xúc Bridge in the area of Hưng Thuận Commune, Trảng Bàng district. During every third holiday, the provincial labor unions at all levels always attempt to take care of workers who are in difficult circumstances or live far away from their homeland so that they can have a warm and meaningful holiday. Ms. Phan Thị Hồng Đào, Permanent Vice Chairman of the Provincial Labor Union, said that to celebrate the Lunar New Year, the Provincial Labor Union coordinates with relevant branches, levels and localities and mobilize trade unions at all levels to well carry out activities of caring for union members and workers, including supporting fare, taking workers to their homeland, offering residence, cards and union houses, as well as other assistance. In 2019, the caring activities for union members and workers during third holiday are paid attention by trade unions in the province. In the third reunion program in Bến Cầu district, Phước Đông and Trảng Bàng Industrial Parks, 132 tram tickets were given to workers for coming home to celebrate third holiday and reunite with their families. 470 gifts were given to workers in difficult circumstances or suffering from labor accidents, as well as workers of self-governing groups and boarding houses who do not return home to celebrate it. The trade unions at all level and equivalent levels, labor unions of districts and cities, also organized to offer presents to workers in difficult circumstances.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.